Hey guys, welcome to another episode of First Impressions here on Trail House. Today we're going to be doing the Inov8 Parkclaw G280. This shoe has been around for a long time now. The G280 is the update from the original Parkclaw here. Now, the Parkclaw has always been designed as a hybrid shoe, whether you're running on trails, gravel, paved paths, and roads. This was designed to be a shoe that could kind of encompass all of those things. Today we're going to find out really how well they stuck true to the originality of the original Parkclaw. Now, I really like the original Parkclaw as far as the tread pattern and the grip and the ability to be able to do a variety of things well. We're going to see today if that still holds true for the updated Parkclaw G280. Now, really the big update on this shoe was the G-Fly midsole. So they take the graphene that they've been incorporating into their outsoles of a variety of their shoes for the last couple of years now, and they have now incorporated that same graphene material into the midsole, giving you better cushioning, better rebound, and longer life out of that shoe overall. So you don't have to buy as many shoes throughout your lifetime. Some of us run on a variety of terrain, whether it's gravel, rock, decomposed granite, sand, you name it. Shoes wear differently depending on how you run and where you run. That is no different for a shoe like this. If you take trail running shoes traditionally and run with them on the road, you're gonna wear out that tread a lot quicker. Same things if you take a road shoe and you run on the trail, you're not gonna have nearly as good of grip and you're gonna wear out that midsole and that outsole even quicker. This shoe was designed to be able to do both of those things. Personally, I like shoes like this because they travel really well. If I go to a place where I don't know what the trails are going to be like, or if I just want to be able to jump out of my hotel and do a quick road run, or even go to the gym, this shoe typically can do that fairly well. Not saying that this is better than a dedicated trail running shoe, but this is a really good shoe if you want one shoe to be able to do a variety of things well. All right, guys, let's jump out on the trail and let's see how these shoes do.
So one thing I am noticing about these shoes and the Inov8 Parkclaw G280 is that compared to the other two that I tested out this season so far, I would size up a half size on these. The other two were great out of the box. And these are super comfortable out of the box, but for trail running, don't really notice it on the uphill, but in the downhill, you're definitely probably going to feel the front. The other thing is you also have to deal with your feet expanding, especially when you're at higher altitudes. Your feet tend to swell even more, so definitely would recommend sizing up a half size. These also feel like they're a little bit lower volume too, so not going to be quite as wide, so definitely a more performance fit from some of the other shoes that I've tested out so far, like the Rocklight Ultra and the F-Lite G300s. Those are good right out of the box. Probably would never have to size up for them to accommodate length or width, but these definitely would size up a half size. I'm an 11, so definitely would go to an 11 and a half in these.
Hey guys, so I am back and I've done about 25 miles of mixed trail and road running, and even in some wet conditions like the rain and the snow. Some of the first things that I noticed about this shoe is I would definitely recommend sizing up at least a half size if you're planning on using this on anything more than rolling terrain. If you're actually going to do anything over like a 7% grade uphill and downhill, I would recommend sizing up in the shoe a little bit. Outside of that, the out-of-the-box comfort in the shoe is amazing. Very similar feeling to the original Parkclaw, but I think it's still a step up as far as the level of comfort right out of the box. This isn't a shoe that you really feel like you really need to break in at all. It's very comfortable, so you can go out and run pretty easily in the shoe as long as the fit's good on the setup here. Now, because this shoe has the enhanced G grip for the outsole, it is a very sticky rubber. I definitely noticed this, but it's not so luggy that when you're running on the road, it feels like you're running in a trail shoe. I didn't really notice any difference in feel between this and the comparable road shoes out there. So very comfortable out of the box. It can easily run the road. That's one of the things I definitely look for in a shoe that I'm gonna, let's say, travel with a lot, because I don't really necessarily always know the trails or the conditions, and sometimes I don't have enough time to go from where I'm staying to go run on a trail before I have to do whatever I'm doing that day. So it's nice to be able to just sometimes just jump out of the hotel or the Airbnb I'm staying at and go for a nice quick run on the roads, and also have the ability to jump on trails when I can in a shoe like this. So that's really what I love about shoes like this in this category that are really designed to be able to kind of do mixed terrain, whether it's hard packed surfaces, trail, and road. I definitely see this shoe potentially has the ability to do some longer races too. If you're doing anything like 50 or 100K races, I definitely see this shoe being able to do that, especially on the trail. I wouldn't recommend it so much for road running, although it probably could do that. One of the things that I noticed about the shoe and I was a little concerned about was just like the thickness and the heaviness of the laces on this shoe. They're a little bit heavier duty, and I generally, for a trail running shoe, I do like that. They generally tend to last longer, less likely to break on me, because that's definitely something you don't want to happen in the middle of the trail is a busted lace. So it's one of the reasons why I can see them going with some heavier duty laces here. Again, they do have the ability to do the runner's knot, but I feel like these laces will probably be a little short. And so if you're planning on doing that, I would definitely recommend getting yourself a longer set of laces for this shoe as well. I definitely would put this on my short list to buy. If you want one shoe to rule them all, whether you're running trail or road, this is a very good balance between the two for the amount of running that I've done in this shoe so far. The cushion in this shoe is more than ample. Again, this has an 8mm drop, so you're going to get a decent amount of cushion in the heel without having too steep of a ramp angle. It's not a neutral or zero drop shoe, so if you're looking for that additional cushioning in your trail runners, this would be a good one to consider for that as well. Thanks guys for watching my first impressions on the Inov8 Parkclaw G280 trail running shoe. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please don't forget to leave those in the comment section below. And thank you for watching this episode of First Impressions on the Trail House. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon. That way you can stay up to date on the latest videos from Trail House.